Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. I feel like it's super easy for skincare products to pick up steam nowadays, seeing as skincare has become hugely popular within the last year or so. So I feel like every brand and every influencer is looking for the next big product to hype up and maybe some over-exaggerate its benefits and how good it actually is. So bearing in mind that it's all subjective really, and what may work for some people may not work for you, and what doesn't work for me may work for you, all the usual disclaimers we have to do. Today I want to share some products that I just can't avoid online that influencers on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok were discussing so much that I had to purchase because the hype was huge that I just feel like fell really flat. But before we get into it, today's video is sponsored by Function of Beauty. You know I love Function of Beauty, this isn't my first sponsor with them. They are one of the only shampoo brands that isn't a dedicated anti-dandruff shampoo that I can use without getting an itchy scalp. I wear a lot of black, this is one of the only times I'm not wearing black, so it's important that my shampoo doesn't cause dandruff. You probably already know this, but Function of Beauty allow you to fully customize your shampoo, conditioner, even hair treatments now by taking a simple online quiz. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes, it's not that long at all. And with this quiz, you get to build up your hair profile. They ask a few simple questions like your hair type, structure, even the condition of your scalp. You get to select up to 5 hair goals. I personally went for deep conditioning, hydrating, strengthening, and soothing the scalp. You can then pick your fragrance. I always go for a fragrance with my shampoos and conditioners. This time round, I went for the pear, the blue and the pink, and then of course added my name onto the bottles as well. People always do something clever. I'm just like Function of James, because I don't know. But you can have whatever you want on there. A few months back, I also got a deep conditioning hair mask, and it's just been lasting me the longest time. I absolutely love it. I actually apply it to wet hair, then let it dry, then wash it off the next day. I apply a lot of heat to my hair, so this is something that just keeps it moist and hydrated. Shampoos are of course cruelty-free, vegan. They contain no sulfates, which is important if you had coloured hair. And you can get 20% off your first set when you click the link at the top of the description box. So yes, thanks to Function of Beauty for sponsoring yet another video of mine. I really appreciate it. Let's get on with the video. So the first product I have to talk about, which I've vocalized a few times, is the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. This was everywhere, especially last year. I feel like the hype has died down a bit. I follow some amazing skincare bloggers, Instagrammers, but I couldn't scroll through Instagram without seeing this. Everyone was trying it. And when you type this product into YouTube, there is an insane amount of reviews on this product. It really did pick up a lot of hype. So this is a cleanser that claims to be powerful yet gentle, like a fresh smoothie for your face, feeding you good ingredients that will leave you feeling fresh, they say on their website. This cleanser is packed with antioxidants, including green tea, and soothing ingredients like aloe and panthenol, and of course green tea. And it's a fine cleanser. It's a fine cleanser, but let me tell you, it left me extremely dry, which, you know, not a lot of cleansers do leave you feeling great and untouched, but for a cleanser that claims to not do that, I was very surprised by just how dry it made my skin feel. And I actually used up this is the sample one that I got. And I used up a fair bit. This was probably 10 washes, because you do only need the tiniest amount. But within those 10 washes, 10 days, it just made my skin so dry. And I just don't understand the hype, because to use, it's not actually an amazing product. It just wasn't great for me whatsoever. What this product actually reminds me of is the C'est Moi Gentle Foaming Cleanser. Texture-wise, the idea of it not being stripping, it also has some antioxidants and soothing ingredients in it as well, like aloe, as well as hydrating glycerin. Sure, it's not like packed with those ingredients, but I don't often look for antioxidants and stuff in my cleansers. Some actives I do, like salicylic acid, but for me I'd rather get it in a serum or a moisturizer. But the Youth to the People cleanser is £31, not for this one, for the full version, and C'est Moi is £12, so not a dupe. But if you are looking for a cleanser that still delivers some nice ingredients without stripping your skin, I feel like that's a good alternative, a more affordable alternative that I do think deserves a little bit more hype than it's actually getting. But yes, for me this was just I don't really know what to do with it, because I'm not going to use it again. I might use it as a body wash and moisturize loads after. You ready for a product that I massively hyped up? Where is it? Where even is it? It's outside. This is the Evian Facial Spray. This is water in a can. You know that I like to keep my skin damp throughout my whole routine, because I feel like applying these products onto damp skin not only it gives me the look of dewy, well hydrated skin, but keeps my skin feeling hydrated and helps all the other products kind of penetrate the skin. And water in a can is a super convenient way to do this. To be fair, this spray does have a super light mist that dampens your skin just enough between each stage that you're not dripping wet in between each product. And you know, it's actually pretty affordable. For this huge size that I have is £11, but it is just water at the end of the day in a can. I mentioned this a few times in more recent videos, but last year I noticed that a lot of my favourite K-beauty brands were swapping out plain water aqua for water with benefits. So whether that's lotus water, apple fruit water, willow bark water, birch water, you know, there's so many different kind of waters that brands were choosing to use to kind of squeeze in extra benefits, really making the most of the products and the ingredients that they had within those products. So I was like to myself, why am I not using like a toner between every step, you know, like a simple toner with a few extra benefits? So lucky for me, CosRX make the Centella alcohol-free Centella water. No, what's it called? Where is it? Oh, it's here. The Centella water alcohol-free toner, which has a super minimal ingredient list and is pretty much just water with Centella. So instead of just spraying water between each step, which is now just sounds really ridiculous and boring, I'm applying Centella water, basically. So I'm getting that soothing, healing benefit of Centella between every single step of my routine. Also, these pressurized cans are actually super difficult to recycle. It's not that easy, whereas these bottles are, of course, recyclable plastic, but you can use them over and over. Once this Centella water's gone, I'll fill it with one of my other toners because I prefer toners in a spray bottle. It's just easier to apply. You can apply it all over your body for hydration. Spray it at night when you're a little bit warm in the summer. You know, you could get so many different benefits out of these that make them repurposeful. Is that the word? You can repurpose them as well as recycle them a lot easier. Oh, here's one. Where is it? It's not here again. I should have brought it all in with me. The Heritage Store Rose Petal Rose Water. Okay, so here's one I struggle with. So whilst it is essentially just water with benefits again, which is what I look for in toners, I just really didn't like this at all. This is one of those products where I think it's a good product, but it's just not for me. But it just seemed to be everywhere all the time. I do think it's important to realize that when you're reviewing products, you need to realize what might be good for other people. And this is a product that I really, really hate, but I think a lot of people would like this. Do I think it's anything special? No, I actually don't. But I think it got the hype that it got because of that reason, because it's a simple hydrating stage that a lot of people want, including myself, just not in this way. I feel like last year this was a product that every skinfluencer was like, shh, this is my secret I'm sharing with you. I use this. I had never heard of it before. Then actually, Caroline Hirons, whose opinion I really, really respect when it comes to reviewing products and what products actually are worth the money and aren't, she mentioned this and I was like, right, I'm going to have to buy it now, because once she mentions a product, it sells out pretty quick. So the moment I saw that post, I was like, get it now or you're never getting it. And I'll tell you what, it's good. It's very good because it's super simple. I feel like toners have a bad reputation because people immediately still think of astringents rather than these lovely hydrating toners that we have nowadays. So the brand actually say on their website that their signature VorMag water is vortexed and magnetized to promote higher vibrations and energy. We also use crystals in our formulas, which are cleansed in the ocean under a full moon and set with an intention for maximum spiritual effect. Fucking love that. Love it. Love that shit. I've talked a lot about other brands that kind of include crystals in their skincare and charge hundreds for their products, whereas this is really affordable and it seems like a genuine part of the brand's story, history, the creators of this product lifestyle, so I like that. That's nice. But my real issue with this product is that it's full of fragrance. No. I'm kidding, you know I don't care. Essentially it's water and glycerin and then fragrance is less than 0.4%. It's a lovely hydrating mist. However, you know I hate the smell of rose, and this isn't just essence of rose, like, oh, was that a bit of rose? This is how do I explain this? This is like the drawer liners in your grandparents' house rose. It's like really strong. This is like Ring Around the Rosie, covering up the smell of the plague rose. It's there all day. Once it's on your skin, you cannot not smell it, in my personal experience. I would love this in like a aloe or like a green tea. I wish they did different flavors. take the rose out. Rose probably has some benefits within itself, but I basically want glycerin water is what I'm asking for. It's a very good product, just not for me, and I think, you know, it's fine, but I do feel like other toners have more benefits to them, and you get a similar kind of like, well, dewy hydrated result. The next product is Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. So I tried this product more recently because it was all over TikTok, which some sites are calling this product a TikTok approved product. Who's looking for TikTok's approval on skincare? I don't understand that. Is that a thing? It's not for me. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I think it just means it's been all over TikTok, you know? And the problem with TikTok, more so than other platforms, is that people seem to sensationalize, is that the right word, every single product in order to kind of build up this hype and viralness behind a product. My brother mentioned it with like the KDV foundation. He was like, it's just a full coverage foundation, yet everyone's making it into this huge deal for such a basic product. And I feel like this is one of those products where it's not actually that good. So when I saw these videos, I was like, hang on, I have this product. I have this. The Dr. Jart recently sent me some stuff, so I went to go check my drawers here, and I had it. So the Cicapair line that this product is from is great for sensitized skin, inflamed skin, red skin, but this seemed to be a standout product from the range. Now, this product, I'm reading the website here, sorry, is a color correcting treatment that's supposed to help treat blemishes whilst covering up any redness, color correcting, and restoring the skin's barrier. And as you can see, is a greeny color, but when you put it on your skin, it turns into like a beige in an attempt to be more of a skin tone color. Someone else's skin tone color. This actually contains some nice ingredients, like the whole line from Dr. Jart. We've got centella, madecassoside, niacinamide, adenosine, all great for barrier repair and healing and soothing and calming. And then of course we've got pigments and powders in here, and that's the key word for me, is powders. This felt on my skin, bearing in mind I'm not particularly dry, I'm always super dewy and moisturized because that's how I like the state I like my skin to be in, but this felt so dry on my skin, like dry in places where I'm never dry, like my nose, which is super oily, just dried me right down, which some people might like, but it was to the point where I was like, I could feel that dryness. My skin looked and felt like product had been applied to a dry sponge, like a really hard dry sponge. It looked awful. Whilst I do have very light tanned skin, I still have tanned skin, so anything that has an ounce, like a tiny bit of a white cast, is going to show up on my skin, and this was just terrible. It's too white for me, so it's not really a universal product. Also, if you want to discover fine lines that you never knew you had on your face, I would recommend this because it just sat in every crevice and line on my face, and I just didn't like it. The rest of the line, the Tiger Grass line, is incredible. I absolutely love it, but this one product is like a weird mix between a mineral sunscreen and like foundation that was the wrong color for me. Maybe they could do this in different skin tones, I don't know. It's just not as universal as I think a lot of the hype made it out to be. I can't remember, maybe it was just all white people. I can't remember who reviewed it now, but let me know if there are any products that you think have been overhyped, over sensationalized, or just didn't hit the mark for you. Let me know down below. But I always just want to say, if you love these products, please carry on using them. These videos are just for fun, and of course it's all my personal experience. And if you enjoy buying into the hype of skincare like I do, carry on doing so. There's no shame in finding skincare fun, finding it to be a hobby, you know. Carry on enjoying yourself and purchasing if you want to. Don't let people shame you into buying too much skincare. But that's it from me now. You can watch some more skincare reviewy type videos here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.